It's February, and that means it's Chinese New Year, which means that golden lanterns are returning to Rocket League during the Lucky Lanterns event. Now, there are a lot of things you can get from them, but I'm here today to tell you maybe you're new to Rocket League and maybe you're new to Rocket League trading and you don't really know whether or not you should open one. You get 5. So, hey, I'm here to tell you my thoughts on them, and I'm gonna tell you about the necessary risks and rewards that you could get from them. So, let's get started. Perhaps you're new to Rocket League, completely new, and you're wondering what the frick is a Golden Lantern? Well, a Golden Lantern is one of the reward items you can get from doing the challenges during Lucky Lanterns, which runs from mid-February to late February. And you can get drops from them. You can get a rare through black market drop. And you might be thinking, oh frick, that's pretty good. I heard black markets are pretty expensive and they are pretty cool. Well, I'm here to tell you the risks and potential rewards you can get from them and maybe why you don't want to just willy-nilly open them. Now, you can get a total of 52 items through the Golden Lanterns. But it'd be kind of a waste of time to show you all 52. You can look it up. There's a bot on Discord that can tell you what all the drops are, but I'm just going to tell you what the black market drops are. They're Dissolver, Atomizer, Toon, Stormwatch, Polypop, Dueling Dragons, Party Time, Electroshock, Fireworks, which is the goal explosion, not the boost, Sub-Zero, and Hellfire. Those are the 11 you can get out of the drop. And you may be thinking, oh frick, I got a 1/5 chance of getting a black market. And if I'm honest, yeah, numbers, but I don't really know how the odds work. But I've never pulled a black market from one of them, from one of these drops. And, I would have thought that my 1/5 chance would come by now. But, whatever. But I'm going to tell you why these are really the only valuable things that you can get out of these. Now, if you go to rl.insider.gg, you'll notice that if you look up Golden Lantern 21, you can sell it for a minimum of 150 credits, and that's on PC and PlayStation. On Xbox and Switch, it's a minimum of 200. And you may be thinking, that's pretty good, and you would be correct. You'd also be thinking, well, I could get a black market. That would be way more, and you would also be correct. But here's the problem. There's a difference between non-crates and crates. Non-crates, if you trade 5 non-crate items of the same rarity in, you can get 1 item of the next rarity. So if you trade 5 non-crate rares in, you can get 1 non-crate very rare, which is a pretty good. So some people ask for them, like certain blueprints or items, so they can trade them in for the next rarity. Here's the problem. Golden Lanterns give you them as a part of a series, and you can't trade those in. And if you pull a rare item that's not really worth anything, well, how are you going to sell it? Not a lot of people are probably going to want the item you pulled because, well, now there's a lot of it in the market because so many people are pulling from Golden Lanterns. So, that's the risk you take. You could sell it for 200 or 150 or whatever, or more, depending on the person. Or you could get a rare item that you can't sell, which is the risk you take, and that's what I'm here to tell you. That's a pretty big risk. You could be leaving up to about like 180 credits on the table or in items on the table just because you wanted to pull from it, and that's your choice. Another thing that is kind of odd about the reward item is that it doesn't really go up in value. Like, it doesn't. If you look on rl.insider.gg, you'll notice that a lot of the drops don't really go up too much in value. I mean, they go up a little bit, like maybe 50 credits, but they don't really go up that much. So there's not really a advantage to holding on to them. either. You could say, oh, well, I'm going to buy like 10 of them right now, and then when they become rare, I'm going to, get them again. And some people are in the market for that, but there are very few. The only way I can really see value on holding on to them is if one of the items in there gets discontinued that a lot of people like. Like, let's say Dueling Dragons and the drop gets discontinued, you can't pull it anymore. Well, a lot of people are going to be looking for the older drops to see if they can get it. And that's the only real reason. I mean, you can bet on it, but it depends on if that's your style or if you just want to, like, pull them later on. It's your choice, but I'm just saying that they don't really go up in value, so there's not much worth to holding on to them. So at the end of the day, is it worth trying to pull out of Golden Lanterns to get a black market? And it depends on the type of person. The only real way you can make profit by not selling it or trading it is if you pull a black market or a really good exotic. That's really the only way you're going to be able to make profit off of this. And if there's an item in there that you might like, but not a lot of people have it, you can try to pull it from there, but I'm more of a conservative person when it comes to this, and not really a risk taker, so I'd rather sell mine to people who want to take that risk. Or maybe they want to sell it. Who knows? But my whole point is that this is a huge risk, and if you're into trading, you know that you can probably get more out of selling it rather than just pulling from it. Now, if you get Dueling Dragons, or like one of the really good black markets, then you made like a 4,800 credit profit. But that's such a rare instance that it might not be worth trying it. Now, you can pull from one if you want. I might do it myself. But the whole thing is that this is a huge risk, and maybe you should think about whether you want to sell it or you want to pull from it and see if you can get something good. Regardless, I think these things are so cool. I enjoy them. I enjoy these events. So I'm all for having more of these. I don't think that these are bad. I just think it's a huge risk, but you don't have to pay any money for it, which is great. Which was crates before Blueprint era. So anyway, that's it for this video. I'd like to thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, leave a like, leave a comment, maybe tell me if you got something really cool out of them, and if I'm super dumb and I'm too conservative when it comes to this type of stuff. But yeah, I'll see you all in the next one. Play outro. Hope you enjoyed this music. Okay, goodbye, and I will see you in the next one.